Hi, Kimberly here from Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart. I'm going to do a reading today. I pulled out quite a few cards. Very excited. I got a new table. So I get to do readings in my own little space now instead of on a kitchen table while I'm at my boyfriend's house. So it's nice to have my own little space, my candles and my cards and everything else that little bits of things that I like. I got a whole lot of stuff at the other place. So. But, okay, so I have, it's funny. These are the decks. Sacred Rebel Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Love them. Magic of You Oracle by Fiona, Horne. Beautiful deck. Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Love, love, love her stuff. Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. Beautiful deck. Love her stuff too. And I've got a few more that I shuffled. These are all the decks that I shuffled. This is Whispers of the Ocean by Angela Hartfield. Another one of her beautiful decks. I also have her other one, Whispers of Nature too, but I didn't shuffle that one up. That one wasn't calling to me. So these are the 5 decks that are kind of, we might work with. We'll see which ones pull. I'm going to say that if you hear me say he or she, male, female, divine masculine, divine feminine, we have that all within us. So do what fits and works for you and for whoever you might be with or in your group of people. If this works and it fits and it feels good, great. If not, maybe the next reading. It is a very general reading. I am going to ask, I don't do zodiac signs, so I usually do what is the consciousness, collective consciousness want us to know. What are the divine beings of light want us to know, the oneness beings. I connect very closely and have a very strong affinity with the angels, the fairies, goddesses, Buddha, Ganesh, galactic beings of light, not always from this earth, right? And on the other side. And I had a very, very, very neat thing happen this morning. Said goodbye to my boyfriend when he went off to work. Normally, I don't go back to sleep. Felt a little tired, turned all the lights off, went back to sleep, and had a dream about my brother who's passed now 3 years. And we're going to my parents' place for Thanksgiving today. So it really was touching that I got to see him again. And so for those of you who believe in the connections on the other side, they're definitely there. They're definitely there. It is a very unique feeling to connect with those on the other side. And being able to connect with my brother today was extremely special. I'll tell you a little bit about the dream. While I clean my glasses because they are so dirty, all I see is spots, and I forgot to clean them. So, yeah, my brother Jeff, older brother by 2 years and a few months, helped me through a time in my life. I got pregnant really early, really young, and he was there. He was there for me. And so I have a really strong affection for him. Most people wouldn't do that. They would put you down and that, but he never once did. And so him coming to say hi today in a dream is the most beautiful gift I could have got on Thanksgiving. So there you are. I dreamt that I was laying on a couch. I walked over to a couch, laid down, had my phone in my hand, waiting for my boyfriend to get home from work. And this isn't a house that I've ever seen. And I know that it was in the basement, so I know that that is my subconsciousness awareness of what's going on. So my higher self put me into a state of being able to be aware that this was something out of the norm, but not knowing why, so that I could accept it fully. So when I was sitting on this couch, I had my phone in my hand, playing with my phone, and down these stairs, again in this house that I am not aware of where it is. And I'm sorry if you see my phone jiggling. It's attached to the table, so when I move the table, my little tripod thing that's on there goes like this and the phone jiggles, so I'm sorry. Anyways, my brother in this dream came walking down these stairs, crossed in front of me and over into this, almost like walked through the wall. It was quite neat because I never saw stairs on the side of me and I never saw this wall or this doorway. So he walked through this wall, which then he flicked a switch on and I saw a storage room. I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. And in the dream, I'm consciously thinking this. This is a lucid dreaming that I do when I get messages. And so I was like, oh, that's really weird. I've never seen that. And not cluing in that my brother's dead. This is like it's happening while I'm a teenager, right? This is like, which is weird because I had a boyfriend, which was now time, but he walked through like it was normal, like he would when we were kids living in the same house with our parents. So when he flicked this light switch on, I went, okay, well, that's weird. Didn't know there was a storage room there. Why did I not know? Then he turns just a half turn and opens up a door, and I go, I didn't know there was a door there. Flicks the switch on, and there's more storage. And I'm like, oh, I didn't. And I'm looking at my phone going, I didn't know that was there. Obviously he did. Obviously he knows what's going on. Obviously there's a message. Obviously he knows what's going on. He knows today is Thanksgiving, and it just hit me. Okay, so he knows what's going on today. And here's the light. There's one light in the one storage room and a light in the other. Those little lights flicking on is like, Kim, are you paying attention to this? Those aren't just lights into a room. Those are lights into deeper subconsciousness, which are rooms that I'm supposed to be aware of as, hello, your brother is here. Still not getting this. Still not getting that it's real. Still not getting that this is a dream and not real life. So he goes into this room, the second one, and he's rummaging around. And I'm like, oh, he's looking for something. Comes out, switches the light off the one, and closes the door. But I never see the door. I just know he's opened a door. So I don't hear the door click. I don't see the door. I just know that he went through something, which in my mind has to be a door. Comes out, switches the one light off, leaves the first room that he went to get into the second room, leaves that light on. Because that again is, are you paying attention, Kim? This is what dreams mean. The light switch is there. I didn't know it was there. Didn't know the room was there. He did. Comes walking past me while I'm still on my phone, waiting to get a message from my boyfriend, who's in real time, real life, have one. Thank God for him every day. Love him to bits. And so my brother's walking by, and I see this radio in his hand, about, you can't really see my hands, about yay big. So probably about 2 feet by, 18 inches, about. Silver, gray, and a handle. And he carries it past me. Now he starts talking to me. Still not cluing in that I'm dreaming. And normally in a dream, I think, oh, I'm dreaming. This is a dream. I want to remember this dream. No, this is like it's happening real life. It's weird. He starts to go up these like 3 steps. Oh, just ding, 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 ding. We had a house when we were kids. His bedroom was down here and mine was up. You had to go up about 4 steps to a platform and then turn into my bedroom. That's the same idea as this house, just opposite direction. And there was no living room there because the bathroom was there. So, okay. So now I'm cluing into more. So up these stairs he goes, carrying this ghetto blaster, and says to me something that is very broken, and I'm not paying attention. So I'm thinking I'm not catching him because I'm ignoring him, kind of, because I'm looking at my phone. And he keeps saying things, and I could hear it, but I can't make out the words. Then he goes up to up the stairs to the platform. So he makes a right-hand turn, and he stands and looks at me. And I put my phone down for a minute. I'm sorry, Jeff. And I'm looking right at him like he's standing right in front of me, as close as, 8 feet away from me. Me on the couch, him on the stairs. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm not paying attention. So in other words, I'm not paying attention in the dream that you just walked by me. This is a message from you. I'm not paying attention to that. But I said to him, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm on my phone. I'm waiting for a message. I'm sorry. I want to hear what you're saying. He says, no, that's okay, Kim. And then the pieces of the words that he said before are starting to kind of connect the dots, that I'm starting to get what I would think in the dream would be the message. And it is, I found my radio. I'm going to go play music upstairs. Let me know if it's too loud. If you hear this clearly, let me know. And he's going to go play music. And I said, oh, it'll be okay. Whatever you play is fine. It won't bother me. You're up there, I'm down. It's okay. And he looks at me again. And I notice him looking at me. Meanwhile, I have now looked down at my phone again and then caught him out of the corner of my eye. And I'm getting this feeling, are you hearing what I'm saying? And then he kind of with a grin and then toodles off upstairs. Now, I'm thinking, that was Jeff. He was just talking to me. And then the door where he was at, something really tall, and I'm now trying to put logic to everything. It's now, things are starting to connect with me. And so I look at the corner, and it's this long pole, and it kind of has, I think, a light on it, but it's not on, and it falls. And I thought, okay, that's funny. He goes around the corner, that light falls. There was no light there. There wasn't a corner there. That when he walked through there was a corner there when he wasn't there. It was just a solid wall. And now this light has fallen. I'm like, okay, that light fell because I'm supposed to pay attention to something he said. And I went, the light fell because it was his energy, and it's the last ditch effort he has to send me a message, because his clueless sister clearly is not catching the message of, say hi to mom and dad today. I'm here. I'm always here. Our loved ones on the other side are always watching over us, always listening to us. And if we get lucky and we pay attention to our dreams and the little things, the synchronicities that happen in the house where something falls, and it's them on the other side. That was a message to my brother. Say hi to mom. Say hi to everybody in the family. Say hi to Jay. Say hi to dad. Say hi to everybody. And I didn't hear it. But later on, it starts cluing in. And I'm like, he's saying hi. But he's gone. And I went, wait a minute. That falling is to wake me up out of this dream so I can connect the dots. And I'm not really thinking this, but I'm getting this energetic feeling of all of it. So then I wake up and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I just had this dream about Jeff, and he's gone and he's passed and he walked through me and he tried to tell me these things and I wasn't paying attention in the dream. And that light fell. So another light bulb moment has to click into Kim's brain to say, I was here, watching over you while you sleep, sending you this message of love. on Thanksgiving supper that we're going to do today with family to say hi. So those of you who don't believe that people on the other side, that one, that there is the other side, two, that they go there, three, that they're consciously aware of what's going on, and four, that they connect with us, and five, that we get the blessing of it. Just want to tell you, it's true. It happens to me all the time. And I think the last time we got together for a big thing, I had a dream before it too. And it's always about him saying, hi, I'm here. I'm connected. I'm still family. And of course you are. It's not about forgetting. He doesn't ever worry about being forgotten. He just wants us to feel at ease that he's there, that there's another side, that they're connecting with us. And what a blessed thing for me to receive. So once I put this all into perspective, I call my soul sister Cheryl in and send a message to her, a voice message. And while we're going through this, I'm thinking, I've got to play these voice messages for my family so they know this dream so I don't forget it. And these feelings that I have, that I'm now realizing, the ghetto blaster, the music, the sound, was all about, are you hearing me? The light switches weren't working. The light switch is going off saying, there was a wall here that you saw in your dream that wasn't really there, and now it's not, and now it's a doorway, and now there's a lights going on. Now there's two of them. Now I'm carrying a ghetto blaster so you can see a tangible object and connect with that tangible object and see it like it's life. I mean, I could see the buttons, I could see the radio, the little signals, I could see the orange line where the radio moves. I could see it all. And he's going upstairs. So I'm going to tell my family that I saw my brother like he was standing right in front of me and talking to me like he was talking to me right in front of me. In his blue jeans, his light blue jeans. This is how clear it was. Light blue jeans, white shirt, cut off sleeves, you know, what he would wear. And he's a slim man. Muscular, but slim guy. Good looking dude. Standing there all tanned like he is, and his lightened hair that he always had. Like as if he's standing right in front of me. So those of you who needed a message from a loved one on the other side, my brother came to me today. But in me giving this, which should have been a card reading, me sharing this, anybody who watches this know that your family, male or female, on the other side, no matter how long ago they were gone, whether it's really quick or not, they're okay. There's the other side. They love you. They're there with you today and this weekend and every day. They hear us when we speak to them. And one of the most beautiful things I got today when I was talking to my friend Sherilyn, and it made me cry, was that the guy that I'm with right now is the sweetest, kindest, soft-hearted man I know. A lot like my brother. Hard-working, damn hard-working. Takes a lot of crap he shouldn't take. My brother did the same thing. He knew my brother. And it hit me really hard. I've thought of it. And I've said thank you, Jeff, before. But today, on Thanksgiving supper, he shows up in a dream. And I realize he sent me my boyfriend. I asked him to send me somebody like him. And he did. And I'm blessed and grateful. And I couldn't have had a better Thanksgiving. This year means so much to me because somebody that I love obviously loved me back and sent me somebody who I love and who loves me back. After being in a relationship that was very traumatic for me. I didn't know I was going to come out whole, but I came out a whole lot wholer than I ever thought I could. I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm smarter, I'm more discerning. I speak up. I'm doing this, what I never would have done had I been there with that other person. Never would have been able to take the time to do this, to settle my energy, to tap into the unseen and the unknown and allow it to come through and speak to me so that I can bring messages to you and have somebody in my life that loves me and reconnect with my family and those on the other side. So my gift that I was given today, I now give to you. A message from your loved ones. They are on the other side and they are sitting or standing behind you at your Thanksgiving table so you can know you're loved and touched. Okay, so this is 21 minutes in. I should stop here as I was going to do this short reading, but now I'm not going to. Now I'm reaching over to the Whispers of Love, and we're going to see what does our loved ones on the other side want us to know. So I thank you, Jeff, with all of my heart. My big brother, you will always be my big brother. And I know that I'm always safe with you and the angels and all the family members on the other side watching over. I'm eternally grateful for that gift. Sorry that that's loud. I should put a cloth down while I shuffle. Okay. First card, ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So some of you out there that need help with something, you can ask the humans in your life, or you can ask the angels and the guides, the ancestors, the loved ones on their side to help guide you, to give you truth, clarity, and knowledge of the situation at hand that you need help with. He has a Triton. I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this always gives me that feeling of Under the Sea, the Little Mermaid, right? King Triton, the wise one who knows all, who's powerful, who has strength. So those of us that need help, ask. Ask and then listen. Give it to them and then listen and let it come through. Normally I don't just take off the top, but that's what I'm told to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't also read from the books. I will look at them for myself, but I don't memorize them to read. I read intuitively what I feel off the card, what I get off the words, and what I'm being told to say, just so you know. This one is, take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. And here there is a man and a woman, or however it works for you, in a boat, sailing on this water, going through this archway, and here is a face. I need to find my pointer because I don't have my pointer. I hate that. I don't like using my hands. So they are on this sea of love. Roller coaster of emotions. Lots of blue in that water. A lot of things we need to talk about. Remember to be open, to be honest, to talk about what we feel, what we need, what our worries, what our wounds are. And we can ask the ones and the loved ones on their side for that. This can also mean that someone from the other side who loves us, a partner, is speaking to us. I also am getting a picture of the tunnel of love, like the boats that you would ride or the swans that you would ride. So somebody's taken a trip. Someone's been on that, maybe Disneyland or whatever, those rides. The boat. So I am getting an image of a sea of love. So that could be, again, the rides, or it could be all that love and emotion from the other side is coming. It's there. Feel it, remember it. Let it transform you. Let it transform your hurts, your worries, your fears. because where you're going is beautiful. Where you're going is guided, is divinely guided. Okay, and I am actually 2 cards is what we got from that deck. I'm going over to the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. I will try to do this so it's not so loud. I just want to drop the cards on the floor because I don't like having to get off this bar stool. It's kind of a bar stool. It's a very nice, soft, cushy bar stool. Swivel. So I can swivel. I just heard my guides laugh at me. Love that when they give you make them laugh. They didn't expect that. Okay, so what do our loved ones on the, I was gonna go guides and they no loved ones on the other side want us to know. Light dancer, illumination, the radiant self, shining soul. So they want to tell us that's what they see of us. They see our illumination. They want us to illuminate ourselves, to be radiant, that we are a part of the stars, constellations. We are part of the universe. Our souls are all interconnected and intertwined. That just because we are in physical form and they are in spirit form does not mean that they don't see us and we don't get to see them. Watch for sparks of light. Watch for things out of the corner of your eye. They're trying to get your attention. It can be fairies, it can be angels, it could be loved ones on their side. It can be sparks, actually just heard sparks of ourselves that we need to see and feel about ourselves. So in our auric field, you'll see little colors. There's different levels in that. They want us to know how radiant we are. That our soul shines. And I just heard again, our soul is interconnected. We are all a part of one. We are never alone. We are never insignificant, and we are never unworthy of love or shining. So allow that part of you to come out, to burst out and be and experience life, and to remember where we came from. That initial spark of light that we came here with, that we were, our soul, now in human form, that's a part of us. And then we go back to that when we die, when our human home, the shell of us dies, we become that soul spark again. We are in that universe. We are from that. That is the purest love and light from the divine that we are all connected with. Let's see. Okay, this is really funny. Now I've got that one card there. So now we're going to go. Okay, I was going to go the sacred. We're going to go to the Magic of You Oracle. And this deck is so small. I love it. I can just shuffle it without. And again, these were all shuffled beforehand. Woohoo! We've got a couple there. And okay, I'm going to this one. Okay. Sorry, I just broke my flowers. Okay, so it says here, translucency, love the darkness. So those of us that, oh, and I did it, I dropped the card. Okay, so that's a message there. I said before I didn't want to drop the cards. I now drop the cards. The card is translucency. Love the darkness. So love those parts of us that make the mistakes. Love those parts of us that, and laugh at them when we make a mistake. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it so burdensome. Don't make it a burden. Don't make it a black stain on our souls. It's not. It is something that we have to go through to come out the other side as the light dancer. It's a phoenix, or no, sorry, it's a raven or a crow. Big, huge bird that she's riding on. So to me, it's like, listen to those messages, fly through those dark spots, and listen to the messages that they are just there to give us a lesson, not to be a dark stain on our hearts. That they're there to be a lesson to move through, so we can then teach somebody else and say, oh, I went through that. This is how I did it. This is what that made me feel like. You'll come out the other side. So allow yourself some slack, some softness in those dark times. And they don't want us to beat ourselves up over the things that we think are so wrong or so bad. Okay, I'm going to grab that card now. I also just heard, and I was trying to think of it while I was got to get back on my seat here. I was trying to think of it, what bird I was thinking of, and it's the phoenix. So this just told me as I was picking it up, this is the flight of the phoenix. This is a phoenix bird, is beautiful in color. And it spreads its wings and it gives all of itself to life. Then when it's in that dark night of the soul, it curls in, it turns into flames, and it dies off and becomes ashes. So just like this flower, which was a message, and I didn't get it till just now. I have roses here that my boyfriend gave me. I'm drying them. So they look dead. And people would say, why do you want dead roses? It's not that I want dead roses. It is the love and the energy that were in them when they were given to me by my boyfriend. And I'm going to crush some of them up really, really small and put them into oil and make a rose oil, so let the essence come out in them. But right now, a piece broke off. The card hit it and a piece broke off. So this is like those little splintered parts of us, of the phoenix, when it goes into its soul, dark night of the soul, and burns up, and it turns to little pieces, little ashes. And then by magic is recreated into something brand new. The bird relives out of ashes. So it does this over and over again. We go through good, we go through dark, we think we're done, and then all of a sudden we rebirth into the bird again, brand new bird, brand new us. So those are the messages right there. In those darkness, if we can find that little spark of light, that is love, that is us, and it just takes a little, and then it comes back to life again. So to take any sadness that we have, and they're watching us, our angels, our guides, our loved ones on their side are watching us, and they're saying, you will come out of this. You will come out of this darkness brand new. And from what were dead roses, now I'm going to make them something else, can bring beauty and life again. So through that transition that they actually go through when they die, they get a whole new life. As that spark of soul that they were before they even came here. It's that motion. They go through the flight of the phoenix. Right? We go through that here. Our gift is that we get to transform and transition to something wonderful again once we come through that dark side. They go to heaven, or whatever you want to call it. That transition of the soul blooms and blossoms into something so much lighter and more beautiful. And they get to look down and give us little signs in dreams, in songs, in messages, in pictures. And they get to tell us that we're going to be okay because they are. Because they reached the other side. Is there anything else you want us to know? Okay. I just got, oh wow. I just got the names Mary and John. Mary and John. Mary and John. Now, Mary and John, is that names from the other side? Or is that for here? Okay. I think it's a message from the other side. And this is funny because these names run in my family, Mary and John. The last name I got was Tycrow. Now, whether or not those are aunts and uncles that I know the names, but whether or not they've passed or not. So if you know those names, they are sending love and saying hi. If you are those names, they are singling out people that are still here to say that I love you. Either way, it's a hello. Okay? An acknowledgement. Anything else? Isaiah. These are old names. Okay, this just switched now to a guide. Sorry. When the energy shifts in me, I usually yawn. I'm hearing, I don't know if it's Sephora or Sephora. It's like I hear the names faintly and then they disappear. Okay, I'm going to, I'll say this, but I'm not sure if this is something. I got the word candle opera. And okay, and then I just got a picture of, I think it's the Jewish candle thing. The lighting of the candles. Okay, the energy is stepped back. It's a different thing coming through now, different energy coming through. I'm asking my guides and my angels to help clarify and to make sure the light that comes through is that of the light. with truth, clarity, and knowledge, that I may understand what it is. Okay, I'm going to just let that go. And if something is supposed to come through, it will. We'll just see. I don't know if this is the deck that I need. I don't know if this is the deck. Card is tangibility. Make your dreams real. Wow, that's pretty good for me. There's a bird on there, and to me, I would say that that would be, looks like a dove. So messengers coming. So it's a time of really, I hear the veil is thinning. That's good. Sorry, here we go. Switch this up again. This is because we're in October, and October is, they say, the veil is thinning. So, make your dreams real. So really listen and listen for your dreams. Listen for messages and things. Birds are obviously going to be big because there's a couple birds in this picture. They bring in new energy. It's that flighty energy, so they bring it in quick. You have to pick it up, and then they're gone as quickly as you see them. So watch and listen for messages. And she's covered up. Her eyes are covered up. So it's probably going to come in something like a dream, something when you're dozing off, or if you're just kind of tired and then you get images. So you can ask for clarity with those. In the clouds too. Look for messages in the clouds. So you might see shapes. You might get a feeling. You might see a familiar cloud that's like, oh, I remember when my grandma and I were looking at the clouds, and that was there. Then that's a message from your grandma. Those are ways you can interconnect things. Okay, well, you know what? I think that's it. We're at 42 minutes. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Although I am looking at this deck and I don't know. I think it's this top card. Okay, so it says releasing allegiances, and it's a woman, and she's got bees on her. So release those things that you don't need. Release things that you're not sure of. Don't make them bigger than what they are. So things that are alleged. If you're not sure of it, let it go. Don't let it, don't sit there and let it be turmoil that runs over you, your thoughts, and ruins your day and takes up too much time. Just let go of those things that sting. Let go of those things that make you uncomfortable. Know your beauty and your grace that you are. Don't try to make something fit if it doesn't. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. Take care of your heart. She has gold bangled bracelets, and that's beauty, and that's worth. Gold is value. Know that you are valued. Know that you have value, and that you're beautiful, and you're worth being seen. Everything else in this picture is pretty much black, white, and gray. The bees that are there. I don't know if they're bees or if they're hornets. Really, they look like bees, but just let go of that. Those things that sting you. And know that you have beauty and you've got value there. Okay? So for We're at 45 minutes just about here. Right now we are. So I'm going to say thank you so much for letting me just talk to you about my dream. And I hope that it gives you some solace in loved ones that have crossed over. They're there. They're listening. They're watching. It's real. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Find something to be grateful for. And share that with your family. And connect with the ones on the other side. They're waiting. They're listening. And they're trying to send us messages. So take care of yourself. Gypsy Soul, Hippie Heart, saying have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love you. Feel blessed because you are. And have a great weekend.